There it is. We are live. What's going on, everybody? If you see my head going like this, because I'm looking at another monitor, the monitor's blowing up. I can see things over there in bigger, bolder letters. What's everybody up to? Mute that. There we go. Mute that. Shoo-wee. Got my fan running. Got the AC on over there. Got a little fan. Got my monitor set. I'm loving it so far. Everything's going good. Let me see. Click on this. There we go. Trying to get it so I can see everything going. All the comments and everything is coming in. What's up, Dave? Humberto. What's up, 𝗏𝗏𝗏? What's going on? Keith, Firebird, how you doing? Let me see if I can go over here to the comments. I can see it over here too. There we go. I can. So yeah, when I twist my head, I got another screen set up right next to my computer, and I can see the comments a lot bigger right there, which is cool. And also waiting for my co-host, which is playing absent right now. And but I got my guest backstage, and we're gonna be having a good time today. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's see. What's everybody up to? What's going on? I know some details going on today. Hell yeah, everyone's going on. What's up, Humberto? My brother from another mother. Hey, Humberto, are you be getting much of them winds and rains from those hurricanes that keep passing you guys by? It's like you guys seem to be missing them all. Yeah. How's my audio? My audio doing pretty good because I got my mic set up here. I think I have it set on my Yeti mic, I believe. Oh, no, I don't. Now I have it set on my Yeti mic. There we go. There it is. Now hopefully my audio sounds pretty good. And should be good. I'm hoping so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to see if Jamie's going to pop on because he's running a little tardy. And see what's going on. I will put him on text him again. All right, let's see. Oh, there we go. Blow this up so I can see that. All right, so audio is clear. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is while we're waiting for my co-host, I am going to talk to you about what's going on in this live today. Today we got Veloci. Veloci is they're powered by MTM and a couple other manufacturers. They're pretty badass company. So we're gonna talk today about that. Let's see, quick check in and out. About my daughter, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that, Ryan. Yep, make sure you hit that thumbs up and try to log on later. Yep, we're gonna be streaming for about an hour. Let's try not to keep everybody going too long because we got our guest. He came in on his day off just to do this with us, so which is cool. And he's also my sales rep too, so would be good too. So I want to introduce you to Lucas. He's going to be coming in, and he's representing Veloci. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
How you doing?
Good. Excited to be here. Here.
Right on. I like that background. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm in our detail bay actually. So then we threw the flag up, of course, and got everything all set up for it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, they let us have a pretty solid detail set up here. If you watch any of our YouTube videos or a lot of our Instagram content, we get a lot of that here or kind of like right out in that front area. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a good time.
You got all the good stuff too. It looks like.
Yep. Yeah, we get all the Yum soaps, we get all the guns, the hoses, everything. My car stays pretty clean.
I bet. Is that one we're talking about backstage? Is that the one you drive every day, or is that everyone?
Yeah, that's my daily. So I daily 1982 El Camino. It's got a 400 small block Chevy swap and a 700 R4 Trans in it, and then it's got a custom Corvette blue paint job with a white race stripe down it. Yeah, it's a good time. And then if I'm not driving that, I'm on my motorcycle, so I alternate. That's
okay.
it's not easy on gas, so I have to kind of take a break.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
can't pass a gas station up in that thing.
No, I think it's like a quarter tank to get to work and back, give or
Oh,
take.
wow. And that's crazy.
Yeah, it's worth it, but
Hell yeah. That's cool. So, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, I got 10 random questions, and we'll get to know you. And then after that, we'll talk about the MTM, Yum, and Veloci, and how it all evolved and started and how it all is now. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. So, first question's a tough one. It says, hello, I am. And it says, I work for Veloci Performance Parts. The company does. That's for you to fill in.
I'm Lucas Weinberg. I'm working for Veloci Performance, and we distribute a lot of different brands. We're the exclusive importer for MTM into North America, and we also work with Yum, and then we have some in-house brands too, like our Prima fittings and our 𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗢. And then we have some others like 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗧𝗢 we work with, and we source a lot of different parts for anything you might need.
Yeah.
We do detailing, anything in the cleaning industry, really. For today, it's mostly detailing, but we do a lot of industrial cleaning. We have like engine parts, unloaders. We can pretty much everything but the unit itself.
So when you guys have parts, that's mainly for the pressure washers, or what's it for?
Yeah, it's going to be for the pressure washers. You get your residential unit, like a Ryobi, something like that. You find maybe you want a better hose, longer hose, easier to use gun, some more specialty fittings. You can come to us or you or one of our dealers, and we can get it all for you.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Hey, so our next question is another tough one. It says, when you're not busy in sales, we can find you doing.
Yeah, I mean, outside of this, I do a lot of just car-related stuff. I love my car. I'm really happy with it. Otherwise, like to go to ride the motorcycle, go to some car shows.
Nice.
Most of my free time is still car-related, honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Says, what is the one thing that you find most satisfying about Veloci Performance Parts?
It's a great company to work for. I mean, our location is awesome. We get a lot of flexibility for like new parts. We can be really innovative with what we bring in. It's a really good time. I get to talk to some really, really awesome people, and it's really just satisfying being able to work with a lot of detail shops like yourself, and kind of hear about the day-to-day and just have some awesome conversations.
All right. So this next one's kind of a trick question. I'm gonna see if I can get this out of you or not, because it could be, it could not be. So, something you see happening in MTM or Yum brand that tickles you pink.
Ooh, man. I mean, I have been super happy with all the Yum stuff. That's the only product, those are the only soaps and stuff I use on my car. I was really happy when we partnered with them, started bringing their things in and kind of distributing them. And then vice versa, we're able to get some of our stuff out to the UK and just kind of expand the market there. As far as MTM, I mean, I do have some insight on some new things that are moving along. I'm not at liberty to disclose, unfortunately, but
hey, don't worry, it's just you and me. It's okay.
If you keep an eye out, you'll see coming up soon here. There's going to be some really cool releases.
That's good. Right on. See, I knew it was going to be kind of a trick question. Something you see happening for Veloci Performance Parts that grind your gears.
Man, I can't think of anything that would really just kind of hold me back or grind my gears. We're really flexible. We have an awesome warehouse staff. Our customer service team is amazing. We're getting orders out, and honestly, just getting all the products to the right people so that we can get them in the detailer's hands and just really see them out there in the world. I mean, the only difficult part is MTM is based in Italy. And so then there's kind of a wait period occasionally, but we're able to stock our warehouse super well. So you're not going to run into that too frequently, and we're able to get the parts out. But we do have that.
Yeah, I do. Every time I go on there, I'm like, I need to place orders. I'm like, oh, that's out of stock. That's out of stock. That's out of stock. I'm like, wow, man.
We always have the boat on the way, though. We have the boat coming, and we get it in, and we
hey, I swear that boat must have like people pushing it in the water or something, because that thing is slow.
Yeah, it's so from Italy, I think it's about three weeks lead time if you're boating things, and then otherwise we'll do plane shipments. So we will airmail them over to us if we can with like some of the nozzles and things like that.
Yeah. some of those are my favorite too. If you could instantly become an expert in something non-detail related, what would it be?
Oh man, non-detail related. Outside of the automotive industry, I mean, I'd love to play guitar like Santana. I mean, that would be that'd
cool.
probably be up there. I don't know. I mean,
Hell
car
yeah.
related, I'd love to just build engines like with no mistakes. But of course, I'm always losing bolts and stuff. So you know, that'd be my number one.
I've been there, done that too when I was younger. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Or you put it back together and you have like 3 extra bolts, so you just kind of like tuck them away and hope they're not like a like a headset or something.
Hell yeah. All right. So, what do you feel is the GOAT detailing product?
Oh man, I mean the foam cannon for sure. No, in my head, that's the one. I love that thing so much. I mean, I use this all the time. It's so much easier than you can go pretty detailed. You go the rinse, foam it up, wash mitt it, and everything. But for me, like when I'm just kind of trying to get it clean pretty quick, I just rinse it up, hook this up, rinse it off, and just dry it. This and with like some quick detailer when you're drying it off for like a drying aid, that I mean it cuts so much time off for me if I'm kind of in a hurry.
Yeah. All right, I see we're flying right through this pretty good. What has been the #1 contributing factor to Veloci Performance Part success?
Oh, that foam cannon, the foam cannon for sure. I think a lot of people know us for the foam cannon. It's definitely our #1. It's got a really unique design. I mean, all the adjustments you can make to it, you can repair it. It's definitely the biggest thing for us. It's our #1 product for sure. But I think our guns too are awesome. I mean,
I think the guns are awesome. That's my setup right there. That
the Aqualine setup. This is probably one of my favorite things that we carry.
That's my setup right there. Yeah,
I love it. I mean, the bend and the lands makes it so nice to get into those wheel wells and just kind of up on the roof. And then you get the gun that's got the easy pull trigger, and it just so simple to use.
Yeah, the one thing I like with that lance is when you can twist it to where it's in that angle, so you can shoot up, you can shoot down, sideways, and it's just so easy to maneuver while it's on and everything. It maneuvers so nicely. I love it.
Yeah, no, this bend was a real game changer. I mean, we have straight lances, but I mean, I find myself using this more than anything. Just so nice. I mean,
that bend everything. That little bend at the end is everything. I love it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I forget the roof sometimes. This just makes it so much easier to get that and get the wheel well, and then once it's snowy, you get the snow off the wheel wells and stuff out here.
No, I've never seen snowfall.
Yeah, lucky you.
What is your favorite way of rewarding yourself after having one of those awesome days?
Oh man, depends on the day. It depends on the weather, but if it's nice out, I love to just take my bike out for a cruise. And I just got past the break-in period on it, so I can rev it up a little higher and start to really see some of the lean on it. Or just like car shows, things like that. Whatever's going on, I like to get out there and just kind of take it all in.
Yeah, nice. My dog's here. My little puppy.
What kind of dog
last question is tell us about a recent non-detailing rated purchase that has left you super satisfied. Now, we've asked every guest on the show this question.
Non-detail related, I mean, aside from my car, it's got to be, I mean, I picked my car up a few months ago and I've been really happy with it, but it's got to be my bike. I just got my 2023 Yamaha R3, and it's been a blast. I got all the gear for it and everything, and I've just been having like the best time ever with it.
Nice. So I see one question that popped up, and it says, what product would you recommend for red pink stain dye an automobile carpet? The dye came from a concentrate from Wolfgang Uber rinseless water bottle. Any suggestions? That's a good one. There's something stained. I'm not sure either on this one.
I mean, I guess it would depend on. So the dye came from concentrated Wolfgang Uber rinseless wash bottle. I'm not super familiar with what that dye is based on, but I would have to see kind of what the base of the dye is, and see what could break it down. I mean, I
like the PNS 3-step system and steam. That to me is my favorite for carpet cleaning, and it's pretty safe too. Steam
is the way for carpet cleaning. I mean, it makes such a difference.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, those extractors are so nice. I hadn't really used any extractors or anything, and then I started because I picked this car up and it was a little beat up, and I made the carpets look brand new.
Nice. So, Veloci Performance Parts. When did it start?
Yeah, so 2004 is when we kind of started, and we partnered with MTM. So we have the two owners right now are Aaron and Alex Lindholm, and their brothers, and then their dad actually started it. And we've been working really closely with MTM in Italy, and we became their exclusive importers into the North American market. We've really just been kind of growing steadily from there, just bringing in MTM and then partnering with other brands and just kind of stepping up each year and slowly building our product line out. We have, so many part numbers now. I think it's in the thousands for sure.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look at our catalog.
Oh yeah.
But
dude, I can sit there forever and just stare at something. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you mean go through the website, everything. It's just there's so many part numbers, and it's really just been seeing what people need, what's kind of going on in the industry, and seeing where we can fill that in. Starting to look at these guns when we brought these SGS 35s in. And just kind of started to develop something more specialty. The blue is really unique, and the foam cannon's been great. And then, in recent years too, actually this year, really recently, we started doing our own in-house manufacturing for, so these quick connect fittings actually. So these are our Prima line fittings. They're going to be 303 stainless steel. Actually, the CNC machine is like right out there outside of our detail bay, and we have that running all the time. We're milling these out from the bar stock in the back. We throw on the collars. We do the full assembly in-house. We have the ball bearings, everything. That one, that's one of our other lines.
Oh, okay.
The Prima line, you kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got kind of like these, instead of like the ridges and the notches, it's got kind of some lines on the collar here. And it's kind of a differentiating for it. But then we do our
coupler. Where would I find that? Under equipment?
That's the pressure washing and then fittings, and then it's going to be Prima, and then they have the Prima line there.
All right.
So these are our really specialty fittings that
the Prima fittings. Okay. Oh, I see it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present. Let me see if I can do this here. Share screen. Do this. Do that. And there we go. Just like that. So here it is, the Prima line, which is extremely similar to the MTM ones, and pretty close.
Yeah, they're fairly similar. These are going to be a lot higher quality. They're going to function. They're couplers and plugs, but these are going to be a lot higher quality. We're making them in America using American steel. The tolerances we have for these are super, super tight. So it's going to be, more precision, longer lasting, it's going to feel a lot more refined than some of the MTM stuff that we have since we've started kind of, the MTM fittings that we have, since we started kind of narrowing these down, and we have our CNC specialists just really making sure it's dialed in.
Got it.
Yeah, and this is kind of like our creme de la creme for our fittings. We have kits with them. We have a lot of stuff that we've started to use around these. And then the other big thing too is we started doing we're assembling our hoses in-house as well. So our Cobra line, we're assembling that in-house. We get the bulk hose, we cut it, we put the acid-tested fittings on both ends. Then, you get your option for coupler plug, things like that, and really just kind of started to do as much as we could in-house.
Yeah, so I used to buy this particular one from you guys. This is the one I was getting. Well, the 50-footers is what I was getting. That's what I get, which are right here. This is ones I was getting from you guys. Is this one? Then I was finding the detailers would call me up and says, "Well, we don't need these two quick connects on both ends. I need a male on one end, female at the other end, or I need two males on one end." So now I'm buying just ones that have no connections, and then just buying the connections.
Yeah.
And so I'm finding it easier because I think one time I tried to get one of these off or tried to get a male end on one end.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that is hard. You guys put those on there with some Loctite and it's torqued on there. And dude, it ain't easy getting those off.
Yeah, they're tough because we use the thread lock on it, and so once they're on there, I mean, you can get them off. It's difficult.
It is difficult. Yes.
I mean, a nice thing too is with us, if you're seeing a really common setup, and you're seeing like a super specific, like you see everybody needs 2 couplers or something like that, we can always just put together something like that for you, and then you can just get it that way. But the fittings, it can be a little tricky just to kind of gauge because everybody's got kind of different needs for it. So we try to just see, fit it all.
So,
but
I guess the text I sent woke somebody up. I like to appreciate to you, my late guest, Mr. Jamie the Cleaner.
Well, they got me, boys. I'm here. Prime time. It's good to be here. What's going on, Mr. Lucas?
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
What's going on, buddy? Man, I was out there putting some garage towels down. Completely blanked, Mike. That's my bad.
That's all good.
Maybe remind me an hour ahead instead of a minute ahead next time, and maybe we'll get me in the garage. Yeah. Hey, it cooled off a couple degrees, so I got excited. I got out there working in the garage, changed a couple plugs, that kind of deal. I made it though.
How's that new towel coming along though? How you liking it?
The 𝗍𝗑𝗧𝗢 towels are pretty hot, pretty good. They're you saw I bent it in my test, so they're not going to be as sturdy or nothing, but I think they're going to hang in there just fine for that price that they're at. So
perfect.
I think they'll work just fine.
Nice. So what have we done? We went through our 10 questions, and now we just basically start how the Veloci start and talk about their first. Oh, now they're making their own fittings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then we talked about the hoses.
I mean, I got one of our new ones here, the smooth gray, just like the smooth blue. It's just gonna have that gray color on it. And if you're not looking for a blue hose, this is gonna be kind of like we had our wrapped gray. We still have it, and we have our wrapped black. But we've found a lot of people, especially in the detailing world, prefer that smooth jacket. It just looks really clean. If you want to look clean. You keep the garage setup clean. It does make a difference. It's easier to wipe it off. It doesn't necessarily pick up as much debris, and it's going to be non-marking too. So if you accidentally, wing it at your car or something like that, it won't be as bad as it would be with some of the wrapped black hose, things like that.
So in 2004, when you guys started, it was basically just pressure washer parts, and that's what was it, or what did you guys start out with?
So when we started with our importing and things like that, it was just kind of the pressure washer parts. Then we started doing the foam cannon and things like that. And obviously our catalog was definitely not as expanded as it is now. Yeah. Just with I can't remember exactly how many parts we started with, to be honest with you, but it's definitely a lot, significantly smaller than what we're at now.
Yeah. So when Veloci started and then MTM came in, what's the span on that?
Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure when we did do that, it was just connect right away, and we did start kind of being their exclusive importer. I'd have to look back on it, but I'm pretty sure it was just hand in hand. I know we'd had a great relationship with them. A lot of really deep ties with the guys over at MTM in Italy. Yeah. And so they've known each other for a really long time.
So does someone from your guys in-house go over there every once in a while to say, hey, we need some of this or some of that, and they make something, or they just have it there and you guys just bring it back?
Yeah. So occasionally, we'll reach out if we see something that's really big over here that maybe they don't have. We can reach out to them. We'll give them like dimensions, things like that, and then they'll look into it on their end. And then we'll kind of gauge what it's looking like, if it's going to be a really big piece over here. And they can make it for us, or we can make it ourselves with the CNC machine, or find whoever does have it. And so, if they don't have it, there's just a lot of flexibility there to get something made. And then I know actually recently I was just at the car wash show in Las Vegas, and I think it was their sales director, Marco, flew out here, and I got to meet him, and then we went to Vegas together and had a really good time at the car wash show.
That's cool. So the one question I would have is, like, you guys have that rubber tip that would basically matches that Blue Lance set up there. So now that you guys are having the black gun and the black lance, is there a lineup coming with black tips?
Yeah, we are looking at it. I actually, we have one over here. We have the black kind of rubber tip there. And we're definitely looking at bringing those in too, just so we have some color variation there. And if you don't want the blue, you can get the black. But it is definitely something we're looking at because the Aqualine guards have been so popular.
Yeah,
it's just
I know
nice
some people have asked about having a black tip to match with their black gun and lance setup.
Yeah, no, and we've been getting a lot of that. So we've been looking at it and seeing if we can't get some in, and we're working with the folks over at MTM to get some on and start carrying those and getting them out on some other kits too, just to have the color variation. I mean, we have the black version of this lance, and then you get the black gun, and now you want the black rubber tip.
Yeah. So what's the big difference between the blue and the black?
Just going to be the guard here. They're going to be pretty similar. It's just going to be the color really. It's going to match our 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 with the black and the kind of silver plate here. It's going to be the same as that 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 that we have. And then this is just the complement for the 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡. And I mean, they're going to have the same specs and everything.
Nice. So it's just to be matchy.
Yep. Yeah, just to have a really nice, clean setup.
Oh yeah.
Are the internals on both guns, are they close to being the same? I know one swivels, the other one doesn't, but is everything else pretty much the same?
So for the internals, it would depend on which gun you're looking at. So like for the 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 and then like the 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡, the 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 is going to be a little bit of a lower spec. So like this one can do 5,000 PSI. The 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 is going to be a little lower, like the 4,000 PSI range for the max.
Yeah.
And then like this one does 12 gallons per minute. The 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 is going to be a little lower, around like the 8 gallon per minute range.
Well, for us detailers, it's way more higher numbers than we need.
We're way over, with the Aqualine.
Well, and that's the thing that I like a lot about the 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡 is it's a lot smaller than this one. And so it's kind of it's just basically this, but shrunken a little bit. And it does make it a lot lighter to kind of handle and use. But I mean, these have just been so phenomenal. I really love the blue. I can't complain about these at all.
It goes really well with the Cobra Jet hose.
Yeah. No, it works really well with that.
Yeah.
So how when you guys created the Cobra Jet hose, how long did that take to create that hose?
Yeah, so I mean, we've had Cobra Jet for a while. We just weren't assembling it in-house. We started that very recently, like a few months ago, actually. And we were seeing that with our machines and our manufacturing setup in the back, we were able to get this in, and we were able to get the fittings on in the back, get it all assembled and everything. It didn't take too long to get everything set up from the initial kind of when we brought on the Cobra Jet hose, and then, but it did slowly start to kind of take a little longer with our bend restrictors that we're doing now that have all the Veloci Performance branding on it. And we had to get the plates made for that, and just get everything set up. But after we had it set up, it wasn't too difficult to get our, the hose tested and everything like that.
The hoses are badass. And I think Matt Mormon loves them too, because I think he tried just to get them from you guys somehow, but I'm glad you guys.
Yeah, they do still carry them actually. They're I've been working with them. They still carry them. They have their line and they carry ours too.
Yeah. People underestimate what a good hose can do for you.
Yeah, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, especially once you're kind of into the stuff that'll come with your unit and things like that, it's just night and day, especially with the quick connect setup. I mean, the quick connect setup and getting everything quick connect ready has been like on my unit, especially, I've noticed that, but it's just makes life so much easier. Storage is so much easier. It takes you like 5 minutes to get it all torn down. And because I don't have a big garage, so I have to have everything disassembled when I put it back, and it does make a difference.
Yeah.
What makes the hose not kink and be memory free? Basically, doesn't have a memory or kink with like a Uberflex, but what makes that hose not do that?
So it's going to be the jacket material. It's really robust and sturdy. It's not going to kink up. And then also it's going to be, so for our 6,000 PSI, it's double wire. And then for our 4,000 PSI, it's single wire. And that's just going to help with the internal, just kind of toughness of it. It's going to help it not have any blowouts, things like that. And then the jacket material does make a huge difference as far as just having a thick enough wall that it doesn't kink in on itself. If you look at like a garden hose, they're going to be a lot skinnier as far as like the general jacket thickness of it. And just having like that thicker jacket, it's going to help it push through a lot tougher work. It's going to help it kink less. It just makes a night and day difference for the overall integrity of it.
That's cool.
Real tough hose.
It is pretty damn tough. I just like the way
you have some Yum soap on that table.
I do. This is actually my bottle of Yum foam that I've been using.
Never tried that.
I love it. You can see my bottle is pretty much empty now. Mm-hmm. I use this all the time. That's what I've been throwing in. We have our own, and so I'll alternate, but I use that Yum foam all the time. It's some great stuff.
Nice.
So I know Yum started business like 2000 and or 2020. I think they started business.
I'm not sure.
I believe that's correct. I know they did start fairly recently, especially compared to where we're at. We've been working with Nick for a while. I'm actually fortunate enough I get to work with Nick all the time. Super, super nice guy with an awesome, awesome product. I mean, he came up with this recipe himself, and he gets it mixed and super concentrated stuff. It's all kind of complimentary. You got the Yum foam, the dress, the undress, the tire shine, degreaser, wheel cleaner. Like they got.
I like citrus. Citrus is freaking amazing stuff.
Yeah, that citrus makes a difference.
Citrus is awesome, especially when it comes if you got like a dirty car, and I really like using citrus in the door jams and in the trunk jam areas because all the dirt builds up. This stuff just like eats dirt up like nothing. I mean, it just gobbles up some dirt. And
it's awesome stuff. I mean, I love it. It's great stuff. And then we also have, we do their detail bags, which are, and then we have the kits too. So you can get the bag with everything that we have from them. And then it'll all come in that one bag. And it's just like a perfect get started, get ready, and go kit.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have to check out this Yum stuff then.
It's a great kit. I love those bags.
Available at detaildepot.co. Use promo code Jamie10. Save stuff some change.
Yep. Save you some change. But yes, your store was the first place I saw Yum. I was like, what the heck has Mike gotten into now?
So I know when Yum first started, I know it was 2020 because when they first started, they were all over Instagram a lot. And they were trying to get over here and they had insurance problems. So they just couldn't send. That's why they couldn't just like send stuff over here because it was insurance stuff. They just only had insurance to cover stuff. Where they're at. I think they're in Britain or somewhere over there. That's where they're at mainly.
Yeah, I know it's a UK brand.
Yeah, UK stuff. Yeah. So they're in the UK. So then I reached back out to them a few months later after they started, and they said, "Yeah, we still got insurance problems. Still trying to fix it." And I'm glad it finally got fixed up because now you guys got them, and which is pretty cool. I know as soon as you guys got them, I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get that in the store."
I mean, they must be hype if Veloci's teaming up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes some great stuff.
Yeah. It does work pretty darn good. I do like it,
Yeah, what kind of packages you got over there, Mike? Didn't you make a pressure washer kit with the Aqualine stuff?
I did with the Active VE52. So that's why that's why on the blue tips I sell the 3.0s because when I talked to Lucas, I said, listen, on the orifice for the tip of the Active with that hose, what orifice does the tip need to be for the best performance? And he punches in all the numbers and comes back and it's like 2.987, whatever it was. And I was like, all right,
really?
3.0, there it is.
So the 3.0s match up with the Active the best.
Yes. And so, so if you want more gallons per minute, then you go, you can go up to the other orifice. You will lose some PSI, which is still okay, but I started recently, just got the 4.0s, which I really I'm not using it, but I have them now. But the 3.0 still sell just as good. That's what's recommended from Veloci or from MTM, and that's why I carry that one with the Active.
Yeah, the orifice size is really important to get like the best possible PSI and GPM. They're kind of inverse. I mean, if you go for more PSI, you're going to get less GPM. But in the world of detailing too, you don't necessarily need a lot of PSI. You just got to be at that sweet spot. So
you
don't want to strip the paint off. go with the 0 degree, get a little paint removal going on.
Yeah. So on your guys' hose reels, who does those hose reels? You guys make those yourself too, or no?
No, we import those. We import those from one of our other partner companies, and then we started doing that pretty recently with the painted hose reels, and then the stainless reels are actually new that we started bringing in. And then with those, we started putting together kits with them. We have our Prima kit. It's gonna have like the Prima fittings, smooth gray hose, stainless steel hose reel. Then we have the painted black hose reels too that are going to be awesome hose reels. They're going to be, and the kits with those too. They're just going to be a little more affordable. The great part about the stainless steel hose reels is it's going to be all stainless steel. So if you're running chemicals through your line, it's not going to get the wet pipe of the reel rusted out and kind of affect that. But if you're not running chemicals through your line, you're not too harsh on like what you're using. The painted reel is great too. I mean, it's totally up to like what you need.
Yeah, I got a nice painted one. Looks real nice. Works real good.
I have the stainless one sitting over there with the 𝗘𝗧𝗧𝗢 on the stainless I have a stainless steel rack right above it with the active on it, right below it, stainless steel reel with the blue 𝗘𝗧𝗧𝗢 hose. And
what's the length of hose you're offering at the detail depot? You got 50 foots or just 100?
Yeah, I just have 50 footers. I do order other ones for other. I just ordered a 75 footer with Matt from Detail Dive, and so I can get them. Yeah. As long as they have them, I get them within a week. I'll have it here, and then I just ship them out.
Yeah. So you do all this research with the active. Does the 50-foot match up with that one kind of the best?
Yeah. So that's why I'm not getting different sizes because once you go longer hose with the active, you're almost putting the active at risk of fucking that thing up. And,
that's what I'm doing because I'm running it with 100 foot hose.
Oh, yeah. That might not be a good idea, Jamie. you might need to head over to Detail Depot and grab yourself a 50-footer.
All right, I'll do that.
And then they got the 3-foot whips and 5-foot whips. And I just carry the 5-foot whip because, size matters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bigger, better.
Yeah, bigger the better.
That's right.
And over 3 and a 2-foot difference shouldn't make too much of a difference to pretty much anybody, really.
Right. Yeah. No, that won't make a difference for PSI output and things like that.
No. So I'm gonna pull up some of the Yum stuff we can talk about. Oh, this is what I've been looking for, and I just found it. Cool. I wanted to ask you about these.
Oh yeah, those are weird.
These? Yeah, the meso valve.
Yes. So, what's the? I know what the purpose is for them, but really, what's the purpose of these?
Yeah, so that's going to be for a lot of different applications. We partnered with some guys doing truck wash. It's for the 2-step wash. So you hit one button, it's going to go over to the 1-step. You get like your soap, your initial startup, whatever. Okay. And then you hit the button, it'll go back to the rinse. And that's why you have the 2. So that first one, that's going to be a little better for the foam cannon just because then
you put the foam cannon here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can put your tip over here.
Right. Yeah. Or you can do different like 25 degree and 40 degree. You could do 2 foam cannons if you wanted to. It just makes it a lot easier to just go between anything that's going to be like a 2-step process. Like I like to use it a lot for the foam cannon and then just to rinse it off. That makes it really nice for just getting it done in one go. I'm not switching out nozzle sizes. I don't have like 10 nozzles in my pocket for, whatever application. It's just straight, easy, just hit a button, get it done.
Also available at detaildepot.co.
You got those things?
Yeah. Use promo code Jamie10, save yourself some change.
Shoot, I might go buy me one.
And then the one thing I don't have, but I do want to plan on getting because I have the MaxShine versions of these, and they sell like hotcakes. Yeah, these little bucket things for your gun, or you can use it either for your gun or for your foam cannon.
Yeah,
I love those brackets. Those Ventuno brackets are so nice for, if you're outside of your shop or you're not like kind of going out of a van with like some of the holders, just throw it on the bucket, put it down for, go wipe it off, dry it, whatever you're doing there. And it just makes it so much easier than just, tossing your nice gun and your nice foam cannon on the ground. And
exactly. Yeah.
So you can either wall mount it or bucket it?
Well, so that one's the bucket mount. Actually, Obsessed Garage just partnered with Perfect Detail out of Florida. And so now they actually have, it's going to be a little different, but it's like a plate that holds your foam cannon. So those are pretty cool.
I just got mine in today. Looks real good. I actually was looking around a minute ago like, dang, I should have grabbed that.
So what's this extra piece here then for?
That one is...
Because it looks like when I look at it, I see 2 screw holes back there.
Oh, yeah. That one, yeah. So you can, if you were looking to do that, you can. But that part usually, I don't see it used that way too frequently.
to look
But
like
that one's going to be more
wall, and then
focused
you
on
can
the
just have
bucket.
it mounted to the wall, and you can just disconnect it and put it on your bucket when you want to use it on your bucket. It's kind of what it looks like. It's like take this off when it's on your bucket, attach it to the wall, keep your foam cannon up there or your gun, and then when you want to use it, take that piece off and put it on your bucket. It's kind of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those have, I mean, those are really popular. I see a lot of those going out just because it's nice for those tighter spaces. If you're kind of shorter on storage, you know, you're working in a more confined area. You get that, just hang it up there. You're not cluttering your ground space. You're not going to step on, you know, your foam cannon or anything like that.
Yeah, and this one's not going to rust up on you like.
And this was that package you were talking about earlier.
Yep, and that's that complete detail package.
Everything
Very
on
nice.
there. The one thing I do like a lot of people do not know about this, and I wish other people did, is the hex grip. Is almost identical to the Adams one. Actually, I have one right here. It's almost identical to the Adams one, which is super, super nice. But it's the applicator. This is the applicator for a tire applicator.
Yeah, I love that thing.
And it fits in your hand so nice. I mean, for the big tires, you grip this real good, and it's super nice.
Yeah, no, those are awesome. I use those all the time. I love it for the tires just because you're not using the brush. You just get really in there and kind of wax on, wax off.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I mean, I just wish a lot of people knew that Yum had this type of applicator, and it's available at Veloci or whatever.
Sounds like next show we need to get a Yum car care on this mug. Line them up, Mike.
Yeah, no, those applicators are awesome. The brushes, the bags. I love those bags. They are so well made. You have all the bottle kind of collars or holders. You just put them in the bag, keeps all your bottles separated. So nice for if you're detailing and you're taking your chemicals everywhere. You're not just letting them roll around. You just put them all in their little sleeves, throw your gun in there and zip it up, and you got your whole detail to go thing. It's great. Those bags are awesome. And I mean, they look pretty cool. So you could always use them as a gym bag, things like that.
Mike, did you pester him about when we're going to see the next foam cannon upgrades or anything like that yet?
He did try to get me to divulge some information a little earlier on. Not at liberty to discuss some.
Oh my goodness, this is taking too long. Look, back at TRCMA, we were trying to do the same thing. Was get some.
Everybody's always trying to do the same thing. I got lip lock over here.
All right, well, we'll keep waiting then.
Hey, just keep an eye on our website. We got some cool products coming out soon, and that's where I'll leave it.
SEMA's coming up.
We got some cool stuff coming out very soon.
All right. We'll keep waiting then.
Oh, another Yum product that I love is that Glass Plus. That stuff is awesome.
That's what someone said earlier today, actually.
So they have the glass, and that's going to be the cleaner, keep it all clean. And then they have Glass Plus, which is going to be, it's kind of like a little bottle. It comes with the applicator. You put it on your windshield, makes it hydrophobic. So nice for like my car, because my windshield wipers are terrible. I mean, and if I turn them on, they don't turn off. So I try to turn them off, turn them on as little as I can. Because I got to turn my car off. I got to push them down and tuck them away. And then they got to repeat the process every time. So that just makes such a difference. I mean, if you're living in a rainier state or like out here with the snow, it's awesome. It's some great stuff.
Yeah. I haven't used wipers in years.
Yeah, no, it's fortunately I have to all the time, especially with the blizzards we get out here.
Mike, you got this in the store? Mike, I can't hear you. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sure.
No, you ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
I've been sitting there talking the whole time.
You're probably like, why weren't they talking back to me?
My goodness.
Asking questions, you guys ain't answering. I'm like, oh.
Why are they ignoring me?
Is Yum Plus similar to other window coatings? You have to, prep it, polish it, and all that stuff too, or is this something you can just use the Yum glass and then just go to this?
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to clean it. You're going to have to make sure there's no debris on there, but it is pretty straightforward as far as just make sure the windshield's clean, throwing it on your applicator, wiping it, and then making sure it's filling in, because windshields it's not a perfectly smooth surface. And so what it does is it's going to fill in the kind of micro cracks that you can't really see. That's going to help the water bead off a lot more easily. And so it's really just making sure there's no kind of debris on there when you're putting it on.
So they recommend 2 coats 6 hours apart.
Yeah, you got this in the store, Mike, or you ain't got this one?
No, I don't think last time I ordered Yum that wasn't there. I do see some new new things.
Product. I see.
I do see some new things, kind of. Oh, look at they're out of stock in the applicators. So if you guys need the applicators, head over to 𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗕.
We do have our shipment from Yum coming in, so you'll be able to get some more of those in. Our shipment from the UK is.
I got a whole bunch of them sitting over here, and I got another box of them sitting over here.
There you go.
I think those things are freaking awesome. Those applicators, I absolutely love them. I use them with 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏 on from CarPro, and it works great for that. But Yum Plus, I'm gonna have to check that out, and I'm gonna have to get me some of those.
Yeah, that glass.
Maybe my sales guy can hook me up with some stuff, and I need Yum glass too, I guess.
I can talk to him. I can talk to him for sure. We'll check it out.
I know one thing does work really well is the Yum wax. That stuff works hella good.
Yeah,
I actually used it. Works hella good.
Yeah,
I do have the ceramic. I do have that. I do have the detailer.
That ceramic is amazing. I put that on my car. I didn't wash it for like 2 weeks, and it would still looked like awesome.
Really?
I love that stuff. That stuff is just great. I love to use the detailer as a drying aid or the ceramic and just kind of put it on, make sure it's all coated evenly. And as you're kind of wiping your car down, that's my favorite thing, because drying the car off is always the worst part for me. That's always the hardest part.
I still think the citrus, though, is probably the best Yum product yet that I've used. I freaking love citrus.
Citrus. I've heard good things. Really,
I love that citrus. It's got some great. Great.
I was just using it earlier.
Today. Yeah, highly dilutable too, huh? So that bottle's gonna stretch out a little while.
Yeah. So all of the products that Yum has and that we carry they're all highly concentrated, and so you can either use it in the highly concentrated and really just kind of get all the kick, or you can dilute it a little bit and it's still gonna work just as well, but it's gonna last just a little longer with some of the bottles and just kind of expand it.
Nice. We were talking to actives earlier. Is there like a preferred pressure washer from you guys that y'all are like, if we're gonna get one or recommend one, this is the one to match up with our stuff?
Honestly, our stuff matches up with just about everything on the market. So there isn't really anything that specifically that I would say is like the go-to. It's just totally up to like what you need, and you're kind of specific to you. I mean, I got a pretty small unit because I don't have a lot of storage space, so I made sure my unit was small, but it was also at like the minimum PSIs for like the foam cannon and things like that. So that was really.
At your house, what do you have?
In my house, I have a little 𝗠𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏. I have a little 𝗠𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏 electric.
Hey, 𝗠𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏 are great.
I love that thing. I mean, I'm so happy with that little unit. It's been kicking for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to take a look at some of the actives though. Sounds like
actives are pretty legit.
Yeah, I think they have a new version. Well, they have a 2.0, but they have an upgraded 2.0 coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen the 2.0. It looks pretty tough. I gotta say.
It surprised me with its power. It's definitely on par with the cars.
𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏.
Yeah, pretty impressed.
Yeah,
we'll see how fast my 100-foot hose burns it out, but I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, I would recommend downgrading that hose.
It probably won't burn it out. It's just going to be a little lower on the PSI than the max what it's typically operating at. It's just going to cut it down a little bit. But if you need the 100, I mean, it works.
Yeah, I'm prepared. Never know, Mike, what show up.
You got to get one of those car wash booms in your garage. Yep. You just run it around.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So, I think that's almost all the questions I really had from 2004 up to now. So, we've talked about the MTM, the Cobra Jet, their new fittings, the Yum products. We've covered quite a bit. Am I missing anything that you guys have that I don't know about?
Man, I mean, I think you got everything that we have. I mean, we do in the detailing world. We have some stuff. We do a lot outside of the detailing world, like hydro excavation and things like that. But I mean, as far as detailing products go, the guns, the lances, the foam cannons, fittings. One thing that I always really recommend too is if you're getting one of those like more residential focused units, they're gonna have these M22 fittings on the outlet. So what I always recommend from us is the M22 fitting adapter that's going to switch it over to a quick connect. So you can just put that on, and then your quick connect hose is going to go right onto that plug.
Yeah, okay.
And then it'll make it way easier. And they do 14 millimeter and 15 millimeter. Those are huge for us. Just making it a lot easier to make it fit with all the stuff you already have.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I don't know which one I have, but I know I have one of them that you can just make a quick connect right at the outlet.
Yep.
I have one of them available. I don't know which one it is, though, to be honest with you. But
yeah. I mean, we have quick connects all the way to the garden hose. You can turn your garden hose and do a quick connect setup, which is, I mean, it's really nice too.
Yeah, once you quick connect everything in the system, I mean, it's
So on the one of the questions I was going to ask though on the SG nozzle on the that one doesn't come with any connections, huh?
On the Aqualine or
the black one?
Oh no, this one does. So we have it with the quick connects, or you can get it without. So you have the option. Same for the Aqualine too. Actually, you don't have to get the fittings on it. If you want to put your own fittings on, you can totally get it without the fittings. We just have them with the fittings too, just because like this is going to work with our gun, and it's going to connect right to that this coupler here. And then this is going to work with the nozzles, just because like the 1/4 inch outlet size for like the foam cannon nozzles, anything like that. It's just kind of the most common stuff we see. But if you have anything else that you'd rather have on there, you absolutely can get it without the quick connect too.
I think this is the one I carry. Is this particular one. But then I also have the fittings for it as well, because the reason some people, when they have their hose, they don't want this fitting at the end of their hose, at the end of their gun. They want the male version of it at the end. So I just buy this way. Then you can just get your own adapters to put on, which I have all those as well.
Yeah, no, and I mean, it's totally up to like your preference. Honestly, that's what I really like about what we do is we offer it with how we would do it, and then we give you the option to do it how you want to do it. And it's really nice to be able to kind of set something up just to your exact what you're looking for. I mean, your exact spot.
Oh, I see now how. Yeah, I see here it doesn't come with a fitting, and this one comes with the fittings. I see it now.
Yeah. So I mean, you have them with the fittings, without the fittings, and that's going to be pretty common for most of what we carry. You get the option to kind of switch.
That looks freaking sick right there.
Yeah, that's our inline spray gun. That's going to be you see a lot of that in like hydro excavation, just because then you're not trying to like angle it down while you're digging out the dirt. You just put it upside down and squeeze it. It makes it a lot easier. You throw a turbo nozzle on the end of that, and you're taking out some dirt.
That'd be pretty sweet right there. I'm gonna have to get me one of those just to try it out myself. That looks pretty damn cool. I like that.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, they're really cool guns.
Huh.
Beautiful.
What the? That almost looked like a gun at first. I'm like, oh, it looks like an AK. That guy's sick.
Our side business. I mean, we did side hustle there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's our M407 too. I mean, we have that one. The only difference between the M407 and like the SGS kind of series or SG series, the SGs are all going to have that easy hold and easy pull. So I mean, you can just super easily get that trigger to go compared
That's
to
the major difference. When I finally like went through like the Amazon guns, and then was finally like, all right, I'm gonna buy the expensive one, see what it's about. That was the biggest difference. Was no more cramping hands. I mean, it saved my butt through the years as upgrading to a good one.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're detailing for work and you're doing a few cars a day, like that's going to help so much with the overall fatigue compared to like anything that's not going to be easy pull. It saves your arms. You're so much less tired at the end of the day.
Yep.
Nice. So I'm assuming you guys will be at SEMA.
I'm not sure. I might just go, but it doesn't sound like we'll be exhibiting there.
Oh, okay. Is there something coming out at that time?
What SEMA's in? I can't remember.
November or end of October, early November. It runs like that last week right there.
Yeah. I had to think my timeline. It should be actually what I'm talking about is probably going to be before that.
Okay.
For some of the stuff coming down the chute, it'll be before that. I know I will be in Green Bay at the end of this month and going to the Viper Chair event. They're going to have all the detailing and the concert, and then I'm going to CETA, which is like the power washing kind of convention. It's like SEMA for the power wash world.
Nice.
Being Glendale, but yeah, so it should be out before that actually. And then if you guys are going, you can bring it and show it off for us.
We're just waiting to find out what's coming down the timeline. That's all.
Yeah, just keep a lookout. I mean, you're on our email list, so you'll see when we come out with it. It's going to be pretty cool.
Hopefully I get the email from you say, hey, it's here.
Yeah. It has
Then
arrived.
I can get it here.
Nice. Questions in the peanut gallery in the comment section, Mike?
I didn't see any, which was kind of odd. Usually the peanut gallery is always full of questions.
Real
for some reason, they didn't have many.
Oh well.
Which is cool because we're at that 1 hour mark now, and Lucas came in on his day off just to do this for us.
Oh, appreciate
I'm happy to be here. I'm stoked. It's been great. Love talking to you guys.
Heck yeah. Appreciate it. So I think that'd be the wrap here. I'm gonna end the live stream, and then when I end it, we'll just be backstage. We'll just chat for a few minutes, and then we'll let you roll. And what you got coming up? Anything coming up, Jamie? For
no, not really. Just the normal Cleaner Cast schedule every Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Central Time. Tune in. That's all I got.
Cool. Lucas, any final words?
Just keep an eye out on our YouTube channel. We're always putting out stuff. You got questions? We probably have it on our YouTube channel, but you can always give our customer service line a call too. It's just look up MTM Hydro. It's just right there on the website.
Yeah, I got the website and their Instagram links in the description down below.
There you go.
And check them out. If you need any other Yum products or anything, you can always go to detaildepot.co. Use promo code Jamie10, save yourself some change. Yep. And till next time I get something scheduled up, I'll see y'all again. And let me see if I can